And then I get my martini glass, and then I say, welcome to martini time. And it's my birthday, so I'm celebrating with my big fish. My uncle collected martini glasses, and he was always looking for the perfect martini glass, and I think he found it with this. I think it cost him $300. So I bring it out once in a while, just on a special day. And today's a special day for me because it's my birthday, and I'm having about 12 people over for dinner tonight, which is not too long from now. So I'm getting kind of juiced up for it. And it's been let me put this down. It's been a great day for timing, which is another name for synchronicity or serendipity. Synchronicity, Carl Jung talked a lot about that, and we all know it. We all know what it is. It's when you have unexplained or almost miraculous or timing. When timing happens, and you say, how did that happen? For instance, several synchronicity things have happened. Yesterday morning, yesterday morning, came down and opened up Facebook, and Facebook had put up a picture from 8 years ago, which was my mother. So it was like my mother was here to say happy birthday. And then somebody else clicked on an old picture from that I had made comment about it. I don't know, sometime this year I was looking up pictures of Swami Muktananda on Google Images. And you know, when you go to Google Images, you get a lot of images, all about whoever you typed in, the topic you typed in. And there in the middle of all these Google Images was a picture of my wedding. It was happened 1978. My wife and I were married in Muktananda's ashram in South Fallberg. And out of all these pictures of just Swami Muktananda, there was a picture of my wedding. So I saved it, and somebody popped that up today. You know, on Facebook, they'll go back in your picture reserve, and like something, and it'll pop up, And so I thought, well, I've forgotten all about that. And so a friend of mine was over here, and he just, and I pointed out that, look, this, and so I said, well, let me go to Google Images and see if it's still there. So I went to Google Images, typed in Swami Muktananda, and we went down the thing. No, it was gone. But there was another picture of me on there. My profile from, an old profile from Facebook was in there. Everything else, Swami Muktananda, there was a serendipity, synchronicity. And then this afternoon, around noon, I was peeling potatoes, having mashed potatoes tonight, and it's a whole bag. And I peeled them up, and they were in the sink. We have a nice, brand new, a couple of years old, garbage disposal. Door rang, and an old friend of mine came in with his son to say hi. He was passing through town, and he was a man of all trades. He had done a lot of work around the house. He had fixed our bathroom. He was a plumber, and he had designed my Zen pond and all of that, And so when he came in the door, I pushed the garbage disposal. And the garbage disposal jammed up with the potato peelings, and the sink was stuck and was filling up. So my plumber friend got right to work and took the whole pipes out under the sink, cleared it, knocked it out, put it back together. Happy birthday. Had some coffee and left. So I thought that was interesting. So I'm glad, really, I thought this has nothing to do with evangelicals, but I'm glad I'm not an evangelical, because then I would be telling everybody about how God's miracles and all that. See, I can just talk about synchronicity. I don't have. But the problem is, you see, I forgot to put on my timer, so I don't know how much time I've been talking. So anyway, the problem is that our reality roadmap in our Western world has no way of understanding synchronicity. Was it just chance? Or is there some designer out there telling you that you've been chosen today to have miracles. We really have a hard time understanding this in the way we look at the world as things. We look at the world in our culture, our Western civilization, as a space-time reality in which we come into it and we live for a number of years and then we leave. But it stays there. We don't create it, you see. We don't have anything to do with it, really. I mean, you can move stuff around. Sure, you can move things around out here. I can move, I can do things and make things and all that, you see. But we really believe that this reality is kind of like created separate from us, and that we're not really participating in it as a co-creator of our reality. But when you get into quantum physics and the psychology and the understanding of consciousness and reality from the Eastern traditions, it's a different thing, because they look at us as creators of the reality, that our consciousness creates reality. Our perception creates reality. So did I create the picture of myself in the Google images? And then when I come back, it's gone, and then there's another one there? Did I create that? But then you say, well, what do you mean? Did he create the image? What is he, God or something like that? No, it's not. That doesn't, see, we just can't fit around it. We really just can't get our logic around it. We just can't get a handle on it, you see. How can I be a creator of my reality and at the same time I'm created by it? So it's very paradoxical to be a creator of the reality. I created the pictures. Did I create the timing? Did I intentionally, did I know that the plumber, my friend, was coming, and then I intentionally plugged up the disposal? Or did I, it was just a chance, you see? I've never plugged up that disposal. Never been plugged up, you see. So it's just, but then I've been watching Avatar. And I'm getting ready to do a talk on Sunday, and I'll conclude with this. And the big moment in Avatar, if you've watched the movie, was when the Na'vi were losing the war against the Sky People. They were getting wiped out. And then Iwa, the mother, came to the rescue, and nature rose up and kicked the Sky People out. These big dinosaurs or whatever came and just wiped out all the tanks and all of them. Nature rose up. The mother restored balance, you see. Mother restored balance. And the mother doesn't pick sides, doesn't say, you're good, I'm going to give you a little favor, but not you. It just restores balance, because but the world is at sub-zero. The world is at balance all of the time. And we really don't understand that, you see. But when we are in balance, when we do get into balance with the world and ourselves, the world reflects us. The world is our friend. It's like Santa Claus all over again. Everything is in sync. Everything is good timing. Everything happens as it should, you see. So I kind of look at it that way. I'm 81 today, and I'm in balance. I'm at peace with myself. I'm in balance with my world, you see. And serendipity happens, synchronicity happens all the time. I'll have an appointment. This is the last thing. When I was doing more photography, this happened all the time. I'd have an appointment for 2 o'clock. I'd forget about it. I wouldn't look at my computer, or I'd look at it, or I didn't write it down anyway. And I'd go to Richmond, and I'd come back an hour late. And the person would be coming in an hour late and say, I'm sorry, I'm late. Boop. Timing, you see. So this is for me, it's kind of like just the way things happen. So I don't see miracles, it's just the way things are. Everything is fine. You have timing when you discover balance and zero. Everything is zero. As long as you're trying to make it something, you're out of balance. So there's a surrender to zero. But we'll get into this again. So thanks for dropping in.